Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is a little bit of a different reading here because there's so much happening in the ethers right now. There's so much craziness going on. You can be fully blissed out at this stage. Like you can really be feeling more energized, more alive, more passionate, more vibrant than ever before. But if you're not one of those people and you are more in the resistant place of this, it might be a little bit chaotic, or it might just be that there really is like a lot of chaos around you and you're just trying to find your footing, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to really come in with some sort of help or inspirational messages from your guides. So I specifically have asked for Pisces spirit guides or Pisces or Pisces angels to cut. Those Pisces angels, those are something extra. They might have a very special message for you, Pisces, for this time period. It's a timeless reading, so whenever you catch this is whenever you're supposed to read it. So, but the time when I'm recording this is between eclipses, like from a solar eclipse into a lunar eclipse. So it's a really heightened, intense energy right now. So let's see what, wow. Death. We had the death card and it shot out there like it was like it almost didn't have time to start to shuffle and just. So death is not as heavy as it sounds. It's actually transformation. It's actually what brings life. And there's some sort of stepping through a portal, releasing whatever doesn't fit anymore. This is very fitting for this time period. And for what's going on. This can also be like a bit of shadow, stepping out of your shadow if you want to, stepping out of your shadow, stepping out of the darkness, but like understanding the shadow side of you. Okay, we're gonna get into all of it. And we have a number 11, which speaks about, it's a master number, but it speaks about a portal situation. It speaks also about dreams, fantasies, new, like putting down new seeds. A lot of beautiful information there. Okay, what else here for Pisces, please? Pisces spirit guides and angels. What do you have for? And I'm using the deck for the heart, and I'm also asking Archangel Michael to come in with some help, some guidance. And we have believe and succeed. This is such beautiful energies and such beautiful cards. Believe and succeed. Just the light coming down there. Just see like a big, it's almost like a big, like just talk about beautiful alignment. The more you get into alignment, you just like, it just gets easier and easier to follow. If you're your own beacon of light, you don't have to really follow anything. So it's a little bit tricky when I say like follow the light, but you can actually be the light. You can be the light for others. You can be the light for in your own life. If you just really stand strong and stand in alignment, you don't have to follow anything. You sort of are in the right place already. I think you know what I mean. Like it's easy to just pick the next logical step, or it's easy to move along. Like it's easy to move forward on your path as you are in this alignment of this light. Together with this death card, which is, okay, I'm going to read from the book for the death card. But this is basically transformation. This is death leading to life. So it's not like you're going to die, but there are probably big things that will transform right now or transcend. Number 6 there is also about love and harmony. So this is really beautiful. Okay, we're starting with the death. It's not death. It's not death. But because I was so sure, and I looked at it several times because I was like, this is not the death card. And I looked at the word and I still read death. It's detach. So I'm going to keep to the death. I'm going to keep to the death. They fight to the death. Have you heard that beautiful? It has so nothing to do with anything, but maybe it has because we need to laugh. The fight to the death. The Death Star with Do You Know Who I Am? with Ricky Gervais that is doing like a little, I think it's with Lego from the beginning. Like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I can't swear on this channel, but and then they're saying this is not a game of who the F are you. Oh my God. That was a while ago that I listened to that, but that has nothing to do with anything. The Death Star. This is detach. But because I was so sure of it, I was looking at the card, I was like, this is not the death card. And I still read death. So I'm going to keep to it. I'm going to stick to that. And still we're going to read the book for it. But look at it as transformation. Look at it as transcendence. Also, nothing rules out the other. That's so interesting. I was so sure it said, I was like, no, it does say death. I was like, this is not the death card. It's interesting. Okay. So that might also be like almost like a message within the message, because it's already a message within the message, because it isn't the death card. It's a detached card. But I mean, this can just be that you're looking at a situation. It looks so clear. I barely had time to shuffle. It looked so clear, and it shot out there. And I was so sure it said death. And I looked at it several times, only to confirm that it said death, and it did. That you might be in a situation that looks so clear. It's like there's nothing to miss here. There's nothing to go wrong on. There's nothing to misunderstand. Is bluntly what you see it is, but what you bluntly see is not correct. It might just be that there's a different perspective on this whole situation. Okay, we're going to read the book and see what comes out here. So detached. The key words to this card is reflect. That's a good word we need some reflection here. Reflect, accept, decide, clarity, responsibility, and fairness. Sometimes our ego prevents us. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. These are the actual words from the actual first sentence. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. Did we not just say that? That this might be a message within the message, that even how clear I think this is so clear. I look at it twice, I look at it 3 times. It says death. It's nothing to even go wrong on here. I am so right. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing to misunderstand. I have it all down. But sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. I mean, come on. It's time to detach. It's time to death. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or a situation so that you can step back and reevaluate. So it might be that you're engaged in something, you're attached to something where you're actually not seeing things quite clearly because of the situation that you're in. And as you detach yourself or die and change your perspective altogether, you'll have a completely different perspective on the same situation. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? ? What role do you play in its harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. I actually don't know what this word is. An honest, so APPRAISAL. APPRAISAL. Appraisal? Sounds like you're praising someone, giving them praise. An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand that what might need to be done to improve it. I'm just going to leave that there because probably most people understand what that means. I don't. Most English-speaking people. An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. Okay. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or situation so that you can step back and reevaluate. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? What role do you play in its harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. Yeah. It's important to accept that your previous actions, decisions, and beliefs have led you to your current situation, whether it's pleasant or difficult. We do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. But you're getting there. We do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. By assessing your situation and accepting responsibility for it, you're able to free yourself from the need to blame another person or destiny. There's no guilt associated with this card, only clarity and empowerment. I just have to say before I continue on here, if someone feels like there's a connection between, if you have a connection to Aquarius somehow, this is a little bit similar. It's not full on the same, but there's something about like, yeah, it's a little bit similar. So if you have an if you have a connection to Aquarius somehow, some way, if you have Aquarius in your chart, if you have a person that you're dealing with right now who's an Aquarius, maybe you're an Aquarius here listening to another person who has Pisces in their chart, or however this setup is. If you have a connection there, please go check it out. Once you've detached yourself from and examined a relationship, lack of relationship, or other matter of the heart, you're in a better position to decide what your next step might be. Remember that the detached card, not the death card, knows no ego. Decisions arrived at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. So the card's reading was about making decisions. Like the biggest thing right now is to make a decision. And here it is about making decisions, or it's like rather to withdraw yourself, detach yourself from things that might fog your clear view, and just be dead on honest with yourself that like if you think you have it down, no, there's nothing I need to detach from, there's nothing I need to have a different perspective on, like I have it down, I know, nope, there's nothing, to just reevaluate that a little bit, just to let the ego go. That's actually a little bit of the ego talking, to just, is there anything, and I don't mean like go look for trouble or go look for anything that like feels good. You don't have to find the tricky stuff, but if there's certain things that you feel like it's not really working in your life and you sort of don't think it's anything on your end or anything that you need to adjust, maybe then look again, or like, okay, is there anything that I can improve on here? Don't ask for, is there anything that I'm missing? Because you'll ask that question for the rest of your life. So is there anything that you can improve on? Is there anything that you can see more clearly? Is there anything you can see from a different perspective, to just get a different point of view in this situation altogether? Okay? Because then we have believe and succeed. And this is so much about like having a clear direction, knowing exactly where to go, knowing exactly what your purpose, what your aim, where you're going. This is so much like what it said from the first card there, that like if you are unclear where you're going, if you are like, this is the ultimate goal, like believe and succeed. When you're sure about where you're going, and maybe even more sure about what to detach from, or for what to withdraw from, even for just a moment, is going to become more and more clear where you need to go. And if you just hold that belief, you hold this steady course towards where you're going. You know, Abraham, as in Abraham Hicks, always says this: if the universe has the wherewithal to inspire a thought, to inspire a goal within you, to inspire an idea, the same universe also have the means to have you fulfill that whole idea. So if you just sort of, if there's something you want to steer towards right now, your spirit guides are coming in to say, like, just be very clear about where you're going right now. What is your goal? And your goal doesn't have to be practical or logical. Your goal can be emotional. I want to feel peace. I want to feel happy. I want to feel love. You know, whatever. Just be clear on where you're going, and so hold that course steady. And then just, it's not so just believe that if the universe has inspired this within me, there's a clear, if I just hold the course steady and clear, I detach and withdraw from certain things to gain a different perspective, and then just get very clear about what I want or where I'm going. You're going to get there. No questions asked. Like, you're going to get there. If you hold steady to that light, or if you are this light as a beacon for other people right now. Interesting. Okay. Some additional messages here from Michael to close down the reading. Have confidence, and that's the only one you get. I was going to say, have confidence. Believe in yourself. The prayer to this card is, Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. So that's really beautiful. And that's what I have for you, beautiful Pisces. I hope that was inspirational for you from your guides. And we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.